want? What you want?
Hey, what's up guys? Tony here, and you're watching some more iRacing. This is the V8 Supercar at Donington, and this was a Wednesday night race. It was a sort of an impromptu race. I was practicing for the Thursday, Friday night strength and field race, and somebody was in the practice session. They're like, hey, race in 10 minutes, or 15 minutes, or like that. And so I waited, I don't know, like 10, 12 minutes. I was practicing, and so when I quit the practice session and I saw that there was 10 people registered, I was like, shoot, should I? And I was like, sure. Glad that I did, because it ended up being a particularly good race. And so this particular video, you'll see that it's just the TV1 camera view, modified one that I'd modified. And so I wanted to do that just to show you how close the racing was. It was a really fun experience, and I'm really enjoying the way the car handles now with the new tire model. So anyways, I want to get on to the topic at hand. And so first of all, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, you know, whatever particular way you celebrate the holiday season, happy that. But I want to take a look at sort of 2016 and sort of a retrospect from a sim racing experience, and just sort of what are the things that I'm looking forward to in 2017. And this comes on the heels of a manager's meeting that I went to earlier in the week. And basically my boss, or one of my two bosses, he talked about how he doesn't make any sort of New Year's resolutions. He actually feels that goals should be set at the end of the year and reevaluated at the end of each year. So we all sort of sat down. I think there was like 12 of us. And so we sat down and we actually did what are our short and long-term goals for 2017, and they could be personal and or professional. And so I had a handful of goals that I wrote down, short and long-term goals, and I actually thought that would make a pretty interesting video and sort of topic for discussion as it pertains to, say, sim racing. And I think I made it pretty clear in my last video, or at least the Road to F1 series that I'm starting, that my short-term goal is to start in on this path, on this new video series, and make my way from each one of the open-wheel cars up to F1, and hopefully race in that series. And I think a long-term goal for iRacing will be, I would say, sustained participation. The last year or so, maybe about a year and a half, it's been very infrequent. And iRacing is one of those things where it doesn't really matter how long I don't play it or how long I am racing. It draws me in. It constantly calls me back. And I've never had any other sort of gaming experience where I have that. The only thing I can relate to this sort of experience is baseball. And for me, I played baseball from the time I was 8 until the time I was about 28, rather continuously. And if it probably wasn't for, I guess 28, 29, if it wasn't for my knee injury that I currently have, I'd probably still be playing. But the reason why I'm comparing the two is just because it didn't really matter if I took a few weeks off, or maybe I took a season off. I would get that call. I'd feel that call back to baseball. And so I feel that way with iRacing. I throughout 2016, I constantly put it down. I'm just like, you know what, I'm done. I don't feel up to it. I don't want to do it. But after a few weeks, a month, 6 weeks, 2 months, or even an entire season, I would get that, like, I don't know, itch to race again. And I'm wondering if that's something you guys have experienced as well. So like I said, for me, gaming-wise, iRacing-wise, my short-term goal is to continue on my, even though that is technically a long-term goal, the Road to F1 definitely is a long-term goal, but short-term goal, finish off Skip Arbor, get some experience, move on to Star Mazda, participate in the V8 Supercar series for this season like I'm doing now, hopefully run like Proto GT and or GT3 a little bit more consistently. So just sort of in the short term, get back into iRacing. The long term, get to F1. Long term, regain the proficiency that I had in the V8 supercar. And a long term goal is I always wanted to run in the V8 Supercar America Series in the top split. And that is a tall order. And I don't know if that'll ever happen. But, I mean, I've been in the broadcast a couple of times, and they sure as hell didn't go the way I wanted them to go. But those would be my goals. So I'm not going to talk very much. I'm going to just kind of let the racing do its own talking here. But I want to know in the comment section, what are, for iRacing, or if you want to tell me what your personal / professional and or professional goals are for 2017, let me know in the comment section. So, like I said, I'm making this very iRacing centric. Maybe I could do a personal / professional one later on. But I just kind of feel like, hey, what we're doing iRacing, we're watching iRacing videos, so let's keep everything sort of centered to iRacing. So I hope you guys enjoy the race. Like I said, it was a really good race. The finish I finished very strong. I was very happy with how I finished, and I was very happy with the level of competition that I had. It's exactly, quote unquote, classic V8 supercar driving, and so I love it. I really do. So if you guys haven't had a chance to check out the V8 supercar, I do suggest you give it a try, especially with the new tire model. There are things about the car that are still a little wonky first lap, or definitely it's still ice racing at times, but after that first lap, everything settles in, and the car handles very nice, and it's a lot of fun. It really is. Once you really get the hang of it, it's a lot of fun. It's a pain in the ass to get to that point, but once you get down to a point where you're proficient and not crashing, you can take a little bit of pride in the fact that you can call yourself a V8 supercar driver. So anyways, like I said, let me know in the comment section, short and long-term goals for 2017 with iRacing, and hopefully we'll see you on track in the V8 supercars. So as always, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and I shall talk to you guys later.